Okay, it's Derek again. I'm back one more time. Just wanted to show you something else that I finally got finished up. This was something that I came up with a while ago. I got my Trex 500 here. Something I've been having a problem with it lately for a while now is I would bring it up into a hover. It was like 3 feet off the ground or 15 feet off the ground, something like it. It didn't matter what the height was. The tail would actually kind of wander around to the left instead of staying steady, and I thought that the gyro is supposed to control the tail enough to keep that sucker solid. So I was doing some looking around the internet, and I came across a guy. He'd done something very similar to this. I'm not going to take any credit for this idea. I copied his idea, but I did it my way. It's just like a helicopter gyro test stand. It's meant to keep the helicopter in one place under control, so that you can play with the gyro settings. And actually it does really good. Again, it's just parts and pieces that I've got here at the house. It's amazing how much crap I've got here at the house that I use to make this or that out of. This is a 3/4 inch. Let's see, this is 3/4 inch birch. It's pretty hard stuff. It's just plywood. This is scraps from a project that I was working on earlier this year. My wife, she got a fish tank. She wanted a fish tank stand, but she didn't like anything she saw at the store. She asked me if I could make her one. I said, sure, get me a picture. So she went looking around the internet, came up with a picture, and so I went to Lowe's and I bought some stuff, including the plywood. I made her a stand. She's happy. I keep the leftovers. So I've got this is just a piece of that birch in a rectangle. I don't know the dimensions of it. I don't know if it's really that important, but yeah, so it's a pretty decent piece. And that's 12 inches that way and 18.5 inches that way. It was probably a cutoff from a door or something. So 12 by 18 was my platform. I've got I don't know what's the diameter of this circle. Looks like it's my circle for the table that I use it's a 13-inch diameter circle. I'd gone over to Lowe's. I think I spent $7 or $8 and bought one of those cabinet lazy Susans. You know what that is? You got your one piece of wood. You screw the lazy Susan down like this, and you screw another piece to it, and then you can pivot it for your spice racks or whatever. Well, I'm using it for my helicopter. I've got two pieces of aluminum. It's just I think it's 3/8 inch by 3/8 inch aluminum cut, and they are just under 9 inches long, because they had to go out and overhang my landing skids, which actually these aren't the original skids for this helicopter. I went out and bought Trex 600 landing skids for my 500 because one of the other guys there at the hobby store, he had done that and it looked beautiful on his. So I picked up a set of 600 landing skids, put it on my 500. I like the look of it better than the 500 skids. They're a bit more beefy here in the plastic, and the runners down here on the bottom, the skids here on the bottom, these are aluminum. I really like that. So anyway, wandering off the point, what I did, I've got a couple of bolts that come up from the bottom of the table, come up through holes on the aluminum, and I can, it's on there, and the whole assembly is pretty heavy. I don't think that the 500 is strong enough to pick it up, even at full throttle, 100% pitch. I don't think it's strong enough to do it, but still, I've got 4 holes mounted, or 4 holes drilled into the platform of my test table here. That way I can screw it down to piece of plywood here I've got on my salt horses. And I know that the 500 is not strong enough to pick that up. Actually, a couple hours ago, I plugged in the battery and I spun it all up. Man, is it loud in my garage, even with the doors open. This sucker is loud indoors. Anyway, wandering off the point again. So, anyway, that's what I did. And because I was able to hold this down stationary and under control, I was able to spin it up, watch what the tail was doing, then shut the power back down, go into the settings for my gyro, my DX, change the settings. I think I had to back it down just a little bit. I actually backed it down too far because the tail was wandering to the left. So I went to the middle, and actually right now it holds pretty well center. So actually, because I've tested that on here, I'm pretty excited to take it back outside, of course with the training gear, because I'm not good enough yet to fly it around without training gear. I could probably fly it around without training gear. Landing it would be another story. Hobby parts run. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about taking it out and trying it out again. With that Lazy Susan on there, the sucker spins 360 degrees under complete control. Something I did do before I fastened it all down, because when I took it out of the package and spun it, I noticed it felt like it was kind of gripping in some spots. So I took some just real lightweight grease, and I put that in there where the bearings are. That is not easy to do, but I was able to get it done. So I got the grease in there, and this thing spins pretty good. So anyway, this is something else I was working on. I wanted to show you guys. Somebody else has a helicopter and maybe they're having troubles with the gyro. You come across this video, certainly take a look at getting a Lazy Susan. They're only a couple of bucks, a couple pieces of plywood, some nuts and bolts, and you could probably just use wood instead of aluminum. I used the aluminum because I had it, and just put something like this together and screw it down to a piece of plywood on your saw horses, or I don't know, something you might even get away with just putting it down on the ground just like this and not fastening it to anything. But I wanted to, better safe than sorry. I've got two really nice SUVs outside. I don't want to get hurt. I don't want my trucks to get hurt. I don't want a ding in my house. So I wanted complete control, and so that's what I did. So, all right, thanks for watching.